Wk1 students. I am Teacher Noreen and you are watching DepEd MP TV. Welcome to your first lesson in the fourth quarter with the topic Employing a Variety of Strategies for Effective Interpersonal Communication. At the end of this lesson, you are expected to define what is interpersonal communication and its importance, differentiate the four types of interpersonal communication, and enumerate expressions used during an interpersonal communication. Let me first test how well you know about the lesson through a multiple choice test. You will be given 5 seconds to answer each question. Now, I want you to prepare your paper, pencil, and your self-learning module. Write the letter of the correct answer. Are you ready? Let's begin.
This type of interpersonal communication is an active process in which a conscious decision is made to hear and understand the messages of the speaker. A. Listening. B. Non-verbal. C. Verbal. And D. Written. And the answer is A. Listening. Number 2. It is a type of an interpersonal communication that includes facial expressions, the tone and pitch of the voice, and gestures displayed through body language. A. Listening. B. Non-verbal. C. Verbal. And D. Written. And the answer is B. Non-verbal. Number 3. It is a way by which the thoughts, feelings, meanings, and ideas are exchanged in a face-to-face setting between two people or more. A. Written. B. International. C. Interpersonal. And D. Entertainment. And the answer is letter C. Interpersonal. Number 4. It is a type of interpersonal communication which includes letters, emails, social media, books, magazines, the internet, and other media. A. Listening. B. Non-verbal. C. Verbal. And D. Written. And the answer is letter D. Written. Number 5. It is a type of communication that uses words to share information with others. A. Listening. B. Non-verbal. C. Verbal. And D. Written. And the answer is C. Verbal.
Now, I will be projecting numbers 6 to 10 for you to answer on your paper. You may pause the video as you answer each item. Then check your answers in the answer key. After being acquainted with the terms through a pre-test, let us now move on with the lesson. Are you excited? Here we go! What is interpersonal?
The word interpersonal was first used in 1835, coining two words together, inter and personal. Inter comes from the word interact, meaning to participate or having an activity with someone or other people. Thus, if there is an interaction between two or more people, good relationships are being created. When we say personal, we refer to a particular or a peculiar person. Hence, interpersonal means the building of relationship between two or more people.
What then is interpersonal communication?
It is a way by which the thoughts, feelings, meanings, and ideas are exchanged in a face-to-face setting between two people or more. It can be performed through an interview, a dialogue and discussion, or a conversation.
Now, what is the importance of an interpersonal communication?
Having a good interpersonal communication is important to a healthy relationship. It strengthens the bond between people. If people don't communicate with each other effectively, problems are bound to come.
After viewing and listening to the discussion, let us have our first activity. Listen to this conversation and note the following. What is wrong with the conversation? Write one sentence to answer this question. We're checking everyone's communication skills. Here's the first question. Are you a good listener? Huh? What? After watching the conversation, have you noticed what is wrong with it? Yes, you are correct. The speaker is talking, but the other person is not listening. Being a good listener means focusing on the person who is speaking, and we call that respect. Listen to the speaker even if you disagree with what they say, and do not interrupt. You will get your chance to talk if you have to. There are 4 types of interpersonal communication. Take note of the differences of each type. First, verbal or oral.
Is any communication that uses words to share information with others. 2. Listening is an active process in which conscious decision is made to listen to and understand the messages of the speaker. 3. Written communication includes letters, emails, social media, the internet, and other types of media. 4. Nonverbal communication includes facial expressions, the tone and pitch of the voice and gestures displayed.
There are expressions you can use during an interpersonal communication. These are, I think, that's true, but, however, yeah, but, please let me finish. As I was saying, don't get me wrong, sorry, but, may I say? Now, I have a task for you to accomplish. This is a matching type of test. In column A are expressions you can use during an interpersonal communication, while in column B are the meaning or connotation of the given expressions. I want you to choose from column B the meaning which connotes the expressions in column A. I will give you 5 seconds to answer the given activity. I know you can do it. Let me now test what you have learned from the lesson. I will give you a cloze test. In a cloze test, you will fill in the blanks with appropriate words from the lesson as you complete ideas presented in the paragraph. Let us now check your answer. You will now watch an interpersonal communication with the topic, is it better to study online or in a regular classroom? In your paper, I want you to first watch and listen very well if the conversation went on smoothly. Then, list down 3 expressions that were used by the participants that still show respect and express beliefs. Dear students, get ready, watch, and learn.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you? Well, look who's here. It's
Ronnie.
Alex.
James. Adam.
Thank you for joining me, and thanks for helping me with this lesson, guys.
No problem.
No problem.
So you know we're talking about discussions, and the topic is it better to study online or in a regular classroom? Okay, who wants to go first?
Okay, so I'll start. And I think that it's actually very good to study online because it's very convenient because you can study whenever you want and at your own pace. And for example, someone like me, I like to study at nighttime. So for me, online works better because it's quiet at night, no one disturbs me, and I can do what I need to do.
Okay. That's true, but if you're going to study online,
Sorry,
you
but-
do need... Oh, please let me finish. As I was saying, that's true, but if you're studying online, you do need to motivate yourself. So I think it's better to be in a classroom where you have other students and a teacher who can motivate you.
That's true, but some people can't afford to go in a classroom and don't have enough money or the resources to actually go in a big school. So studying online, you can actually do it for free.
Me? Well, I would like to add. May I say something?
Sure.
Soft skills. That's not usually talked about in schools, but when we talk about soft skills, it's actual interaction, utilizing your English when you're with other people. And that's hard to get online because you're watching a screen, not actually interacting with other people.
You make a very good point, but I would also like to add that sometimes having classmates takes you away from your focus because you have to maybe review things many times for other people to catch up, or you have to do topics that are interesting to other people, not to yourself. So
Yeah.
it's a little distracting sometimes too.
However, focus is a good thing. I mean, it's not a bad thing to repeat something because sometimes people don't catch the material the first time. So that way you go over the material and they get, you get depth, so you get to learn it more, and people who don't understand get the opportunity to ask questions and learn from it again.
Yeah, but sometimes the resources that you get in the classroom are boring, and online you can just look up whatever you need on the internet, and you've got it right there. You don't have to rely on a textbook. Some kind can be bad textbook.
Okay. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there are good resources on the internet, like angvid.com. However,
I'm sorry, did you say ingvid.com?
I did say angvid.com.
Oh,
I've heard of Ingvid.com.
I think I have too.
Me too.
I'll check it out. Anyway.
Okay, it's a good website. So as I was saying, don't get me wrong, I think there are excellent resources online. However, some students who are just learning English for the first time might not know how to judge the quality of resources. So I think if you go to a school, if you're inside a classroom, you're with a teacher who is trained, is a professional, and who can give you the resources you need to improve your English.
Well, it's a good thing that you said about professional teachers, because at ingvid.com,
Angvid.com?
Ingvid.com.
Ingvid.com.
Yeah, you good?
we all have professional teachers ready to teach you. So in conclusion, in a nutshell, can we just kind of sum up and say that studying online or in a classroom will help everyone?
Sure. I think so. Yeah.
Is that-
I can agree to
Sure.
that.
Agree with that?
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for your help, guys.
Thank you.
List down 3 expressions that were used by the participants that still show respect and express beliefs. Now that you have satisfactorily accomplished your given activities, Let me check what you learned from the lesson. Prepare your paper, pen, and self-learning module. Listen to the descriptions and write the letter of your answer in your answer sheet.
This type of interpersonal communication is an active process in which a conscious decision is made to hear and understand the messages of the speaker. A. Listening. B. Nonverbal. C. Verbal. And D. Written. And the answer is A. Listening. Number 2. It is a type of an interpersonal communication that includes facial expressions, the tone and pitch of the voice, and gestures displayed through body language. A. Listening. B. Nonverbal. C. Verbal. And D. Written. And the answer is B. Nonverbal. Number 3. It is a way by which the thoughts, feelings, meanings, and ideas are exchanged in a face-to-face setting between two people or more. A. Written. B. International. C. Interpersonal. And D. Entertainment. And the answer is letter C. Interpersonal. Number 4. It is a type of interpersonal communication which includes letters, emails, social media, books, magazines, the internet, and other media. A. Listening. B. Nonverbal. C. Verbal. And D. Written. And the answer is letter D. Written. Number 5. It is a type of communication that uses words to share information with others. A. Listening. B. Nonverbal. C. Verbal. And D. Written. And the answer is C. Verbal.
Now, I will be projecting numbers 6 to 10 for you to answer on your paper. You may pause the video as you answer each item. Then check your answers in the answer key. Well done, dear student. I am so proud of you. For your additional activity, make a simple dialogue of any topic with someone that would show a process of being a good listener and being open to receiving feedback. Use conversation bubbles. This is Teacher Noreen and you are watching DepEd MP TV. Bye-bye!